Okay, so I just did Uvalde school shooting response. Now I'm gonna do the Parkland, and video is gonna follow the shooter's movement around the school, and I want to give some my 2 cents on this situation. And I don't think this video has any audio. See, I'm just gonna do some commentary while the video plays. One thing that I think could change in the future, and I mentioned this in my Uvalde video, is that so schools have cameras, and it's important for law enforcement to have eyes on target. And since you have cameras, like at least in this scenario, the cameras were already in place. There should have been somebody in the security room, wherever the cameras are, there should be a room that has monitors and all the cameras. There should have been somebody in that room watching the videos, staying behind, and relaying to everybody else on the radio saying, hey, the shooter is in building 12. He's on the first floor. It's one shooter. He's making his way down from east of the building to west. He's moving, he's facing this direction, and relaying it to everybody else. That way they know, all right, he's in this part of the building, we could come in through this entrance and we're not gonna get ambushed. And we have an idea where he's going, where he's at, because we have eyes in the sky, which is the cameras. Like in this situation, right here, it's about to happen. A teacher walks in and gets either a teacher or a coach. He was informed earlier that there was a kid with a gun, and he went to go, investigate. As soon as he walked in, he got executed. And that wouldn't have happened though if we had like that is the fear that the law enforcement has when that they had in this situation. They didn't want to go in there thinking, hey, you know what? As soon as we walk in, we're walking into an ambush. So, which is understandable. You think you don't know if he has a position set up and he's gonna mow you down one by one. So an easy solution was in this case in point, have somebody in the security room relaying this stuff, and this was completely doable. But now, just speaking for future, in the future, this should be in place right now, that we have cameras all around in schools, and that police officers can have easy access to them, like mobile access to their cell phones, maybe to like a police cell phone or a police iPad or laptop, so that they know where if something like this were to happen again, everybody on the ground has visuals on where the target is going, and they could assess a lot about it too. But having eyes on just gives you mentally, almost prepares you. You kind of have like an idea. You don't want to walk into something not knowing how anything in there looks, like not knowing how the surroundings, the entrance, the exits, who is it that you're trying to go after. You want to have as many visuals as you can. With technology, this is completely doable. And I do want to say that this is also more reactive, and it sucks that uh, it sucks that we have to be like that. Like honestly, the better solution is and this is a solution that I am offering, but a better solution is we don't want to be put in this place that this even happens. There is a couple more solutions that I've seen that might be taking place in the future, and that is with AI. There's cameras that are able to recognize weapons and will alert law enforcement. They could shut the doors down. It could put the school on lockdown again, because police officers and we're human beings, and they're not gonna have eyes all over the school. There's a person can only keep so much security. It's again we're human beings. Look at the Trump assassination. You got people all police officers everywhere, and in a secure area, and the shooter still managed to get in. But with technology, computers don't take breaks. They don't take lunch breaks. They don't take vacations. They don't get tired. And they're more reliable. They're more reliable. So having a security system where it recognizes a weapon and takes care of business, and also just like I said, relays that information to law enforcement. That might be a possible solution. Although the best solution is to figure out how to make sure that stop this from ever happening, not trying to stop it after it happens or while it's happening, and to stop this from happening even in the first place. This is almost like a societal issue, that you have kids who are bullied. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that this shooter, Nicholas Cruz, that he was bullied. Just his mannerisms, his how he was kind of like a loner. He was bullied, and this is how he reacted. And as long as kids keep getting bullied, there's always going to be that small amount of kids that are going to be vengeful and going to do something about it. And who knows who they're going to take it out on? They're going to take it on somebody because they have all that anger and frustration, and they just gotta let somebody have it. Because that's one thing with miserable people, is misery likes company, and so a highly miserable person is gonna take it on somebody. Like the Trump shooter. I'm pretty sure like Trump never did nothing to that kid, but that kid took it out on him, or tried to. And again, even in their interviews, there was like, yeah, that kid was bullied hard. And I believe it. Just again, he looked like a kid that got bullied. He stood out. And so as long as that's going to continue to be the case, and it's going to continue. We live in a society that there's more and more isolation. Like people are more and more less friendly. Everyone's it's harder and harder to make friends. Like when I went to college at A&M, I went there as after the military, and it just felt like really difficult to socialize. It was like I was like older than everybody else, like maybe 10 years older, but nobody socialized with anybody. It was just weird. It was like everybody was just so comfortable being alone, and I'm pretty sure that's like the norm nowadays, because that's how everyone's being conditioned to, I grew up from, I'm probably like that last generation before the internet, where we used to play outside and not be inside all the time. And nowadays that's not the case. Everybody's on their PlayStations or Xbox or computers or whatnot, which not knocking technology down, it's a good thing. If you want to be entertained, if you can't make friends, you could entertain yourself. But it's just weird that like people don't socialize with other people. Everyone's so used to being alone, and I say this while I'm alone all the time, and part of it is it's just because this is society. It's kind of hard, and like I said, this is just not gonna go away. All these shooters, the majority, are loners and what they call incel, involuntarily celibate, or basically virgins, not by choice, and just angry people that they're angry. A lot of this could have been avoided almost if some of these people just had a friend or a girlfriend or someone to talk to. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm a loner, but I'm pretty happy with being alone, just because most people just they're unrelatable to me, and I prefer this lifestyle. But for people who don't prefer it, I can see them be miserable. Especially if you are an extreme extrovert and you are unable to socialize. I can see this being torture to you, and like to introverts, this is just like paradise. Being alone all the time, it's paradise. But yeah, so this is going to continue to happen as long as people keep getting bullied, as long as law enforcement doesn't really take action, and they're not trying to be more take measures to make sure that it doesn't happen. And like I say, with technology, with new laws, who knows? We'll see. Okay, well, off to the next video.